Okay, so today's story is about the McLovin incident. While I lived in California, I started dating a nice, normal guy. We will call him Jack. I haven't dated a Jack, so we're good there. I met him off of a dating app, and we got along and started going out pretty often. Usually I would just go to his place, and we would order food in, watch movies, or play video games. Occasionally we would go somewhere nice. So good so far, no major red flags. During this time I worked at a shop doing some really cool projects, and we would all get together for little things every so often, like going bowling, doing movie nights, girl brunches, drinks in Hollywood. It was a fun group of people. I took him bowling with us once, and we had a good time. He got along with everybody pretty well, wasn't super talkative, but he did talk a bit with a few people. I was starting to think maybe he could be the right guy and we could be more of a serious thing. He wasn't artsy, but we got along in other ways. He was a nice guy, responsible. I mean, on paper, all good things so far. All right, done with the backstory, back to the boyfriend. The night that everything happened. The boss's girlfriend rented the back of a bar for his birthday party. Since it was a special event, we each would get 2 free drink tokens, and then you'd have to buy your own after that. So we went and redeemed our first drinks. Then I went back to the party, started talking to people about random things from movies, different stories that they've had. I'm definitely doing all the talking out of the two of us. And I mean, I get it, he's out of his element, it's not his place. He doesn't know anybody. After a little bit, me and another girl, we'll call her Brandy, go out front for a smoke break, and we're talking. My boyfriend, who doesn't smoke, is out there, just kind of standing off to the side since he doesn't want to smell our smoke. But he came outside with us anyways. That's when he notices on the front patio is McLovin, the actor Chris Placid, I don't know. I'm sorry, I ruined his name. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I just knew his name was Chris that night. But of course, this would not be a story without an incident. They're all just kind of chilling and laughing and such. And as we're going back inside, he points him out to me and mentions,
"Hey, look, there's McLovin."
I immediately recognize him, so I'm like, we should invite him back into the party. That would be so funny. I turn to go out, and Jack says no and grabs my arm. Not like aggressively, but like to grab my attention. And Jack tells me,
No, don't go out there. I'll be mad if you do.
I was a little thrown off, shocked, and I asked, wait, why? What? And he tells me,
Do not go bother him. He gets it all the time, being a celebrity, and that is so fucking rude of you to go up and bother him when he is just trying to mind his own business.
I was actually very surprised by this and pointed out the flaw in his point. The McLovin's sitting out in the front patio where anybody could see him. Clearly he is not worried about being bothered. If he really was, then wouldn't he be like sitting in the back corner where people wouldn't notice him? Not out in the front where people on the sidewalk can see him? And he again affirmed,
I will be mad if you go out there.
So I'm in my head thinking, okay, maybe Jack is just a little insecure about me asking. It might give mixed signals and such, I don't know. So I say like, all right, I'll go tell Brandy. She'll go out and invite him in. And then it wouldn't be me instigating the hangout and implying anything or like I'm into McLovin. But he responds,
If you do that, I will never speak to you again. You're drunk and you're starting to act a little ridiculous.
Mind you, at this point, all I have had is one drink in about an hour. So as you can imagine, I was very annoyed and went straight to the bar and ordered a water. I didn't say much to Jack after that, and Jack followed me and stayed right by my side for the next 45 minutes. He didn't really say anything to me, and I didn't say anything to him. After 45 minutes of awkward silence, he finally went to the bathroom. The minute he was gone, I went straight up to my boss's son, we'll call him Dan, and I told him about how McLovin was out front. But Jack didn't want me to invite him in. So if Dan went and invited him in, I could claim innocent. He was just as excited as I was of the idea of drinking with McLovin that he ran out to the front to try and find him. But unfortunately, they were gone at this point. Dan came back to tell me since Jack was there, he couldn't directly tell me, so he told me a random story to tell me.
So I was looking for this dude the other day at the shop, and I couldn't find him anywhere. I checked all over. The bathroom, the front, nothing. No clue where he went.
Legit, so slick, homie. Like, I appreciated that. He was looking out. But me being me, I had to go and double check, so we went out for another smoke break, hoping upon hope that he was still there, and I really planned to just invite him anyways. Be damned if Jack is mad. But nope, McLovin was gone, and I was so disappointed. And we still hadn't said much of anything to each other since he said I was drunk. I knew that second that this guy clearly was not the right guy. I mean, all I was gonna say was, hey, there's a party in the back, free drinks if you want to come back. It's for a guy that's done cool effects on, you know, this movie or that movie. And if he said no, I would have been like, okay, cool, and walked away. If he would have said yes, this would be the story about the time I partied with McLovin. But no, it's not. It's about the time my ex stopped me from inviting McLovin to a party. We left the bar shortly after that. I gave my last drink token to Brandy, said my goodbyes, and we took off. While driving back, we still really didn't talk. I ended up dropping him off at home, told him I needed to get up early, and I never actually saw him face to face again. We did talk on the phone a few times about it, but he still stood by the fact that to him, I was out of hand and should have respected McLovin's privacy as well as my boyfriend's requests. I still stand by that he just wasn't right for me, and life is too short not to try and make the most of things. He clearly wasn't spontaneous enough to go with the flow. I don't know. And if it wasn't insecurity, then I really can't explain why he would have been mad at me. Worst case scenario would have been that McLovin said no, and I would have moved on. Best case scenario would have been he said yes, and it adds an element of ridiculousness and made the party that much more memorable. I hate living with what ifs, and this is the biggest one I've had on my mind. What if I just walked up and said hi? You can't live your life thinking what if and regretting the things you didn't do. I would rather have been rejected than this regret of what if. So yeah, that's the story of how I ended a relationship over McLovin, of all things. Even though McLovin didn't even say a word. I appreciate you guys watching my story times. There will be lots more to come. I'm still learning, but I'm getting better, and I'm excited to do more. Put McLovin Needs Love too, so I know you watched it till the end. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're not already. Otherwise, thanks for coming back. I heart your faces, and I hope to see you next time. Bye, bye, bye. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know.
Do not go out there. He gets it all the time. He's a celebrity. It's so fucking rude of you to go and bother him when he's just trying to relax. Mind his own business. I will be mad if you go out there. California is on fire. You're drunk and it's starting to act ridiculous.